How's it going? It's been a while since I hopped on live. Let me situate myself real quick. Ugh. It's been a while since I hopped on live. I figured I would just come on here, give a little chat. If you guys have questions, see how you're doing. Tell you about my past trip. Well, as you guys see, Sri Lanka. It was Sri Lanka. And potentially, like what's to come. So we'll wait a little bit for people to come and join. Or if they don't join, at least this video will be out, like, because I'm gonna post it because it's a live, so you know what I mean. So right now it's a little cool in my area where I live. This morning it was like 21 degrees. It was pretty cold. So not really used to that. You guys know I'm usually on the island enjoying myself, but sometimes things change. But we're only here for a little bit, so we'll see what we got going on. Been spending a lot of time with family, relaxing, spending time with my dogs, and I don't even have my passport right now. Hello, Tina, how are you? I mean, like, I have my passport, but it's sent off for a visa, which in the beginning of my travels, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna send my passport off anywhere because I just didn't want to not physically have my passport, you know what I mean? And then I was like, oh, I'll just show up at countries that are like visa free, or I could get a visa on arrival, But then I like saw this one country and I was like, dang, I really, really want to go there. So I had to send my passport to the embassy. Yo, big up England, big up the UK. Definitely a place I want to visit this year. On a pass by though, just a couple days, not like, I don't want to spend a month in the UK, but a couple days. So yeah, my passport's been gone for like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I assume I'll get it this week. Today's MLK Day, so I assume maybe by the end of the week this week, if not next week, maybe I'll have it back. But then, yeah, I'm gonna figure out, like, let's say in the next month and a half, 2 months, I'll be traveling again. And I was just taking some time off. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna review this, some things. I'm gonna do some things, like, well, I'm gonna do one video like over here where I live. Yeah, just because I seen this Jamaican place going viral and I was like, dang, that'd be kind of cool to show people. So but yeah, my last country I went to was Sri Lanka, as you guys seen in the last videos, if you guys have seen them. Man, that place was excellent. The past couple of days or like weeks, I just been like going through my pictures and my videos, like reminiscing on all my trips everywhere I've been the past 2 years. Also researching on places that I want to go, like coming up this year. I definitely am gonna like repeat. I'll go to Jamaica again, obviously, because that's so close to me. I was in Jamaica for Christmas back in the cold. Yeah, so a couple weeks ago then. A couple weeks ago? Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Huh? But yeah, definitely gonna go back to Jamaica. I also want to go to Barbados this year. Like, as far as like another Caribbean island. Like, I'd like to go to Barbados. I think I'm gonna maybe try to do some travel in the country too. Like I said I'd never fly Spirit, or what's the other one we have? Spirit or something, but I mean, I'll definitely buy a $90 round trip ticket from like here to like California or something. I don't know, a place that I've never been to that I'd like to see or something, here in the States. And I was gonna get or work on a visa for, yeah, never mind. I'd like to visit Morocco this year as well. I hear Morocco is pretty nice. Here the food is really good. And I heard that like Marrakesh, this place, I heard this place is like super hectic, but I heard like outside of there is like calm. Like it's not like, well, like this is just what I heard. Or you know what you see in the videos when people are like getting scammed and stuff. It's just in these bigger cities, but like outside of the city, like people are like more calm. I don't know if you guys have ever been or no. You can comment on that. My friend also lives in come to Southern Cali. Yeah, Southern Cali is nice. When is the next international trip? You'll love your blogs. Your work is impeccable. Yeah, well, I would like to go to. I'd like to visit San Diego and where else? To be honest, there's a few places in California I want to see. I see a lot of Vietnamese food over in I think L.A. or San Diego. I'd like to go try that out. My next international trip is should be in about maybe a month and a half, maybe two, because I'm also waiting for my passport right now. Like I don't even have physical. I don't even physically have my. I don't even have my physical passport right now. I had to send it to the embassy. My Christmas was okay. My Christmas was good. I just like had brunch with the family, and then I slept. I didn't do much. I hope your Christmas was good. We like my family celebrates holidays at like different times usually. Usually like the week before, like the week after when everyone's like free because everyone has families and stuff. But I would like to tell you guys where I'm going next, but I don't want to like jinx it or like you know how people say like don't tell people your plans, like what you're going to do next. Like if I for sure had bought a ticket, what made you decide to become a full-time travel vlogger? And when you're not traveling full-time, what do you do? Um, like if I had a ticket or a visa already, I would tell you guys like where I'm going, but right now I don't. So we don't want to like jinx anything, you know? San Diego is a great place to visit. Saw lots of tourists there when I went a couple of months ago. What part of Southern Cali are you from? And what made me become a travel vlogger was like right after when the world shut down, I was like super bored, bro. Well, actually, yeah, I was just like, I just hated my job. I hated what I was doing. And then I saw the guy on YouTube, Black Manda Traveler, and I was like, hey, yo, I was like, I could do that. He was hitchhiking in Pakistan at the time. And I was like, dog, I think I could do that. I haven't hitchhiked yet, but definitely I want to do that for sure. And when I'm not traveling full time, I'm at home spending time with my dogs or helping my grandparents out if they need it, chilling with my mom. Nothing special. I go to the gym every morning at 9 a.m. I don't do anything special. I'm not like, I used to be more active, but I don't know. I used to do a lot of camping, a lot of hiking, overnight camping, hiking, you know. Um, have a couple of mountains close to me. I'm like sort of like not an outdoorsman, but I like to be in the outdoors. That's why when you see me traveling, I'm always outside. I always rent a scooter. You know, I'm trying to, especially in Asia. You rent a scooter in Asia, yo. Yeah, working a regular job sucks. Keep doing your thing. I love to see brothers traveling. Enjoy it. Yeah, a job does suck, but eventually one day, like I'm gonna have to work, or maybe if something pops off, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, trust me. Sometimes it's yeah. I can't complain too much because you know, like people would love to have this dream. You understand what I mean? So it's all good. Like I'm not complaining. I'm very, very thankful. I'm very fortunate. I'm doing something that I never thought would be possible in my life. So, you know, I'm very fortunate, very blessed. Like I don't take it for granted, that's for sure. Bro, when you go back to Trinidad? Oh yeah, Trinidad was another place too. I said Jamaica, Barbados, and I'd like to go back to Trinidad too. Preferably, I guess like what month are we in right now? We're in January. Can't say, but summertime sometime. Would you like a family one day? If so, would you have a family abroad or in the U.S.? I would like. Well, no, I don't want kids, and I don't believe in marriage. So, yeah. Hey Pojo, you made it back home safely. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, I made it home. Everything was good. Would you either would you ever travel to Europe? Yeah, of course. Europe is beautiful. I think I went to Spain like for my first trip. Europe is just I mean, I could do Europe actually if I budgeted well, which I could do. I just always have it in my mind that like, damn, I can't do it because it's too expensive. You don't believe in marriage or being monogamous? I don't believe in marriage. I believe in monogamy. Um, yeah, I made it back home safe. I was in Sri Lanka, you guys know. Very, very, very beautiful country. Yeah, like London, Paris. I do want to visit London. I mean, you guys know, people in the chat are from the UK, like people that are, I want to visit like the Jamaican places like Brixton. Shane Chester. What made you ask that question? I'm just curious. Uh, Conscious Goddess. Maybe in like a month or two. I'm waiting for my passport. What's been your favorite travel location so far? Yeah, I'm waiting for my passport. I don't even have my passport. It's at an embassy getting, you know, accepted or denied. My favorite place I've traveled to so far. I mean, you guys know I've been to very good places, a lot of places. In each region, I would say very different. Yeah, top 5 locations. Hey, bro, when did you leave Sri Lanka? I left Sri Lanka a couple weeks ago. Top 5 locations. Okay, top 5 locations, but in no order though. Okay, no ranking system. Okay. My son wanted me to ask you. He said he really likes China and wants to see you travel there. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe in the future. Who knows? We'll see, Shane. Um, Top 5, no order. Uh, Vietnam, Jamaica. Uh, Vietnam, Jamaica, Georgia. Vietnam, Jamaica, Georgia. I've been, dude. Where the fuck else have I been? Belize. Belize was very nice. And damn, I'd say Serbia or Bosnia. Serbia or Bosnia. Oh yeah, Spain was beautiful. My neighbor grandma cooking old egg. Cadiz, Spain. I actually was in Cadiz in 2011. Pronounced Shanae. Shanae. Okay, bet. Vietnam, Jamaica, Georgia, Belize, Spain. How do you rate Sri Lanka out of 10? Oh yeah, yeah. See, it's not fair to give me 5 because like Sri Lanka was nice. Sri Lanka out of 10 on some real, like on some real. Like I'm not even saying that because like people are here. I don't really care. I give it like a 9, yo. I give it like a 8.7, 9. What was the worst place you visited? Ooh. I don't mean any disrespect, but it's like I don't want to be disrespectful though. It's not disrespectful though. The worst place I visited? Worst in what aspect? Like I just didn't like. I didn't enjoy my time. I enjoyed my time everywhere for a little bit, but like a place I wouldn't like care to fly back to, like Guyana. But no disrespect though. It's just like they're like, unless I'm going in the jungle or something, like wasn't much to do. Parts of the Philippines. Parts of the Philippines. But the Philippines thing was my situation because like I went to places like that weren't like tourist spots really. Big up on your Sri Lanka vlogs, man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a blast in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an underrated country. I had absolutely no idea that It just was what it was. I had not one idea. What place had the most beautiful women? That's a good question. Are we talking about traveling women or like local women? You understand? Kind of difference. Like tourists or local women. Trinidad, big up auntie, big up auntie. Local women, watch every single video you made there in Sri Lanka. Yo, thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, local women, it depends though. It depends though. Any tips on how to afford world traveling? Yeah, I got you, Conscious Goddess. Damn, that's a good question, bro. It depends what you like. Serbia has beautiful women. Sri Lankan women are beautiful. Trinidad, like Asian women are beautiful. I don't know, bro. It depends. It depends what you like. There's beautiful people all over the world. Any tips on how to afford? Yo, the biggest, any tips on how to afford world traveling? Yo, the biggest piece of advice is I could give you, which it sucks, yo. It's just however you save your money, however you manage your situation. But, like, it depends. It's like my mom says, like, yo, you got to sacrifice for the things you want. So, like, if you paying for a gym membership right now, or you got subscriptions, or you go out on a Friday or Saturday, you like, all of it needs to stop. Again, I don't know your income, I don't know what you bring in, but like, you know, think about all that. It needs to stop. Like, you need to stop cold turkey. You can't buy anything. You cannot buy anything, because this is gonna be your, yo, you into Sri Lankan women? I mean, I'm into women. All women are beautiful. Because this is going to be your $50 that you spent at the bar, potentially. This is the way I think. Could have been my meal for 4 days, 5 days, 2 nights in a place. This is just the way I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it adds up. But I mean, like, yo, if you're a good person in your financial situation, life, where you can like save, you do the percentage, you save your percentage, and then you put this percentage, or if you have a good saving, do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't take my own advice, but pretty much all the time I take my own advice, because I know, like, kind of even right now in the States, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I budget every dollar. Like, I calculate every dollar. Like, even when I go to the store and I buy papers, and this is $3.20, which is expensive, bro, that's $3.20 off the books. Like, I count every dollar. Like, it's crazy. What happened to your finger? I got bit by a dog. Yo, my brother Nigel, what up? Big up yourself. You gonna be back in Sri Lanka soon? I'll be back in Sri Lanka at some point, but not soon. Trying to visit another country right now. My mind is set on somewhere else. But I'm definitely a country I'm going to go back to. What are your favorite countries for budget travel? Yo, listen, I've been thinking about this one again recently. The best country, yo, in my opinion, I mean, if we're going to talk just straight facts right now, if we're going to talk just, the best country, in my opinion, to travel to on a budget, but like you will be good, is Vietnam. Bruh, you have absolutely no idea. Mustache rider? What does that mean? Vietnam is, bro, it makes no sense. That's just my personal opinion. That's if you want to have good food, a beach, like beach towns, or you could go to the jungle, or if you want to go to thanks, what's your second choice? Or if you want to go to and they got trains, sleeper buses, dog, the luxury sleeper buses in Vietnam, 15, 16, 20 bucks, take you 12, 13, 15, 16 hours up the country. That's crazy. My second choice, this one is probably going to throw people off, but you asked about budget. So I'm literally giving you the cheapest. Planning to bring a bike? I'd say Vietnam, bro, for you. I'm going to give you my second country. That's probably going to surprise people. It was Bosnia and Herzegovina. Those are probably the two literal cheapest countries I've ever been to. Like, they both didn't make any sense. Interesting. I'll look into both of them, yeah. You should look into Vietnam, bro. A lot of people, like, dog, I'll tell you, even I was just like, I'll give it up right now. Have you ever explored much of South America? I'll give it up right now. I literally been watching this guy on YouTube, and I'm thinking about flying to Hanoi, buying a bike there, maybe for like 200 USD, but not one that's like not a shifting bike. I can't ride like a dirt bike, yo. I need some automatic. Buy it in Hanoi and then ride 1,200 kilometers down to Ho Chi Minh. Like, this trip has been in my mind since 2 years ago. But I see this guy doing this route and I'm like, bro, I could do it. I just second guess myself. Vietnam, crazy, bro. What, $12 get you a... $12 could get you a crazy villa in the middle of the jungle with a pool overlooking the mountains. Like, it's insane. It's insane. And the thing I like about Vietnam too is I rode a bike in Vietnam. I did like an 8-hour trip, 9-hour trip. Yeah, you could break down anywhere in Vietnam and there's I guess maybe in Asia, and there's a freaking mechanic at least 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers down the road, bro. Always, never fails. Like, you won't be stranded for long. And the Vietnamese people are very nice too. Super hospitable. South America. South America. No, I haven't. I mean, I've been to Belize and I've been to Guyana, but you know. And then Central America, I've been to Mexico, you know. Or like, it's south of me, you understand, since I'm in the US. But nah, I never been to South America. It's like, yo, to be honest with you, embarrassing. I need to get my Spanish up. I don't know why, yo. Like, I could go to Albania. I could go to, and I understand Spanish, but speaking it is difficult for me because the masculine and feminine. I could go to Bosnia, I could go to Albania, I could go to anywhere they don't speak English and be fine. But when I go to like a Spanish-speaking country, I'm like, nah, son. Like, even in Mexico, I was like, yo, like I was tripping over my words, trying to talk. But I wasn't confident. I was not confident in myself, to be honest with you. New subscriber, thanks. I appreciate it. So, but I would love to go to Brazil. My friend, Black Man the Traveler, he's in Paraguay right now. Freaking doing a crazy freaking hitchhike. Like, bro's wild. Sometimes with me, I do risky stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't want my organs to be harvested somewhere one day. Sometimes I'm a little too cautious, you know what I mean? But I think smart, you know. I'm not like, sometimes I can't be, you know what I mean? My favorite beach in Sri Lanka, to be honest, Hittiketia Beach was like, I don't know if I'm, like visually beautiful. Like, visually, Hittiketia was very nice. But I enjoyed Weligama. I enjoyed Weligama. It was amazing. But I think also the season that I went, yeah, I've never been to Cambodia, but I heard Cambodia was like, my friend Travel with Chris goes there quite a bit. My brother even just mentioned to me that I should go to Cambodia as well. I believe actually probably Laos is cheap too, but those are two countries I've never been to. So that's why I didn't like speak on that, because I was like speaking from personal experience. So yeah, those are other countries you could look into as well. LTD9 if you're still here. But yeah, Weligama was beautiful. Weligama's long beach, you know, the waves are coming pretty big. It was nice. By the way, I'm from Matara. Oh, okay. Matara. I've been to Matara. Matara is where I had a crazy experience. I was able to go. I went into the police station in Matara, and like they showed me around, and I saw the training, the police dogs, the canine sniffing dogs, you know, for sniffing all type of things. And I saw the police training area, and like, yeah, I saw like the special task force training area, bro. Pretty cool, cause like the Marines, like you'll see military in Sri Lanka, like their version of Marines, like the special task force guys, and they're like all kitted up and stuff. Like, yo, it was a good experience. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Actually, you know, I don't know if I told you guys this story. I almost got extorted in Mexico. Like, dog, like Mexico is a place where like, man, I did not think that. I don't know. It wasn't like a James Bond movie, but I was like, bruh, like it was nuts. By the well, their uniform said police, so I'm gonna assume they were police. Follow me, bro. I'm just starting my journey around the world. Okay, Spider-Man 2KO. Maybe message me on Instagram or something. Oh no, okay. Yeah, man, nice to know you enjoyed. Yeah, of course. But yeah, freaking yeah, when you guys go to some of these countries and stuff and you see like military presence or people from like Australia and the UK, I hear a lot, and Europe actually, I hear a lot not complain about these things, but they're like, whoa, like, are we safe? Like, if they see like a military presence or men armed with big weapons, you know what I mean? Like, so sometimes it's just for the people's safety there. Sometimes it's good to know, like, maybe you should read the news that's going on in the area, like get yourself a situation report or something like this, you know what I mean? So that way, you know, you put yourself at ease too. For me, those things don't really bother me. But what about Madagascar? Will you go there? Yeah, Madagascar looks nice. I'm actually watching this TV show, and Madagascar is like all in it. It looks beautiful. The flights just over there are, dude, one-way flight is like what I spend in a month. It's like insane. Like the flights over there are pretty pricey. Can't lie. But it's definitely on my list, of course. I want to travel the whole world. Yeah, Africa is amazing. 54 countries for sure. I actually have a friend. Uh, more videos from Sri Lanka? No, they're all Sri Lanka videos are done. I actually have a friend from, I think he's from Ghana. I talk to him all the time on YouTube. Or excuse me, on Instagram. He, yeah, he tells me all about Africa and like where to go and like what to do. I'm gonna have more videos, but like Sri Lanka videos are done right now, obviously. But like I said, guys, I'm just waiting on my passport. Like it's at the embassy right now, like waiting for a stamp. Hopefully it gets approved. That would be nice. But if it doesn't get approved, what do you guys think? Should I do something crazy like go to Vietnam and ride a motorbike throughout the whole entire length of the country? Or should I just go somewhere else and like, I don't know, do something else? I was thinking about, even if my passport doesn't even get approved, I was thinking about going to the Caribbean real quick, like Barbados, just for like a week, make some videos, and then come home, just so I could put out videos, you know, so I could put out stuff for you guys. Come home and then go overseas somewhere, like far. I like long plane rides. I like the 15-hour plane ride. I like the 12-hour plane ride. That type of stuff really excites me. Yes, go wild. I'm really considering that Vietnam idea too, because I have so much going through my head, like of like different places to stop that I know tourists aren't going to. There's so many different tribes in Vietnam that like I think are interesting, and I don't know. But I don't know. It's just an idea. Sometimes this is how my mind thinks, and I could see a reel tomorrow and then be like, oh, you know what? I think we're gonna go there next. I'd also like to go to Morocco, like I said, this year. I went to Morocco once in Carnival is coming up in Trinidad. That's what you should go for. Yeah, but Carnival is I think Carnival is next month, right? Visit Curacao, where I also grew up, and Saint Martin, where I also grew up, and don't forget Suriname. You were close to Guyana. Yeah, my friend is in Martin right now, Saint Martin or Martine, and she said it's beautiful. Sent me pictures of the beach. It looks amazing. How's your food though in Saint Martin? Similar to Jamaican cuisine, I would assume, huh? Let me know. Yeah, next month. Yeah, issue is accommodation. Actually, I think I have a friend that would honestly let me stay there with him. My friend who's a DJ. But the issue is that I gotta buy my ticket to my next country soon, because that's the visa that I'm waiting for. So kind of, which I said I wanted to go to Carnival this year, but it's just not matching up with like this visa situation. Like, I guess technically I could do both, but I don't know. Remember I told you I count every dollar, so I don't know. I'm cheap. Mauritius? This is in Africa, right? Yeah, I would say certain dishes are the same but still different, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. Mauritius. This is in Africa, I think, right? This is on the western side of Africa? West? Let me know. My geography could be cooked. I don't know. I could be thinking of a totally different country. You can cook the American in the chat if I'm off. I think my friend went there though, Mauritius, and he yeah, it would be your grass looks fake, but I don't think it is. But it looks like turf grass near Madagascar. Okay, so other side. Yeah, the grass is turf. We also have stewed goat, rice and peas, fried fish. Okay, bet. I can't tell you that I'm the biggest fan of goat. Like, even when I have visited the Middle East, having like lamb and stuff like this is not like, it's good, but like I could eat chicken for my whole life if I had to. Nah, probably not. I'd probably eat goat. But actually, what I think I have coming up, maybe I could tell you guys about this. What I believe I potentially have coming up, I don't know, is I want to make a second channel with my friend who's an editor for, I don't know if I'm saying too much right now, but he's an editor for Vice, and he actually just worked on Chris Rock's new movie. Like, Chris Rock got a new movie coming out, and I served with this guy back in the day in my past life, and he's like, yo, your on-camera presence is great. He's like, come to New York. He's like, let's make like food videos or something, but like documentary style, like, you know, nice camera, I'm on the microphone, and we're doing like Jollof Wars, like Senegal versus Nigeria or something like this, you know what I mean? Like, well, we could go try like kosher cuisine, like down with the, you know, them type of people, you know what I mean? Like, we got ideas. He sent me a whole list of like, he's a producer, editor, yo. This guy is thinking outside the box. So that could be potential like in March, but it might be like a second channel. I don't know. Me and him talked about it, but he's good guy, good dude. When I bought my house, do I like conch? I've had conch, but I like, again, you know. Okay, I'll give it to you cut and dry like this. Seafood. I had really good lobster. I had the best lobster actually in my life. Actually, one of the only times I've eaten lobster in my life. The second time in my life in Jamaica. And I'll eat lobster, I'll eat shrimp, and I'll eat crab. Those are like things that like I would order. But like anything else, I wouldn't go to the store or the restaurant and order. You understand? When I bought my house, I tore out all the grass, cutting grass. My neighbor told me to put turf grass. That's what I put. Yeah, I don't mind cutting grass. I enjoy cutting grass, but yeah. But yeah, oxtail, of course. Come on now, got that tenderism. A little bit of that tenderism. Oxtail is fire, yo. Oxtail is, come on now. What's crazy is that growing up, my mom's friends are all Jamaican. All my mom's friends were Jamaican. My friends were Jamaican too. And I've had the jerk chicken, I've had the jerk pork, but I never wanted to try oxtail. Now when I get to Jamaica and the price went up, inflation, yo, now I really like oxtail, but I can't afford it. No, I can afford it, but like when I go to the store and I see the price of the oxtail and they only give you like 3, or like, come on now, I can't do that. Tenderism. Oxtail is one of the best things in the world. I'm serious. Yeah, oxtail is very good. Oxtail is very, very good. It's up there with the best meals that I've had. I'm telling you, some of the best food I've had. Is there a state domestically that would recommend above any other state just for the beauty, if not the late night food? Oxtail is expensive indeed here in the Netherlands. Oh, you live in the Netherlands? Is there a state that you would recommend above any other state? I will be honest, I haven't traveled many states in the United States, but a place that I really enjoyed was Phoenix, Arizona. And then I don't know why, for me, I like the desert. I like seeing the desert. Or if you go to a place like, I'm not recommending you go to Utah, but like Salt Lake City, Utah, like the scenery there is very beautiful. I don't know, for me, I liked Phoenix, Arizona, and northern Arizona is beautiful. The night food scene in Phoenix was nice, I thought. But I'm sure if there's anyone else in here, yeah, I've heard of people going to the Ozarks. Like when I was in high school growing up, when I lived in Iowa, a lot of people I was told that went to the Ozarks. So if anyone else in here can recommend some for you, you know, obviously that'd be great. But like I said, this year I would like to travel to more states too of my country. Place I really want to go to also for the food scene is San Francisco. I'm just not trying to deal with like, and again, it's everything you see on the news, but I'm just not trying to get bipped. Like I'm not like, I don't got time for the extra stuff. But it is a place that I will visit. Wishing you all the best for 2026, Calgary, Canada. Yo, big up to Canada. Respect. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I just want to come on here and check in with you guys. Like, you know, I was alive. Not that you had to care or anything, but check in with my people, the people who support. I've seen some of your guys' names in here, obviously, for like the whole time I've been doing this YouTube thing. And just letting you know, like, the travels haven't stopped. I just had a little hiccup. And then I had to get my passport, which take about a month and a half. So hopefully it should be coming this week and we'll travel again. And I was like, I put out a thing the other day that said I was gonna put out a video. Let me know if you guys would like this, like a video of like how to travel, like how I plan my trips. Like someone in the chat earlier asked like, what's the best tips for budgeting? So it would kind of be like an informational video, show you guys how to get from point A to point B, just how I plan my trip. Because I also had a friend message me that I served with as well. You know, he messaged me and he's like, yo, I want to go to this country. He's like, but all I see is tours, like taking tours. Your personal top 3 best tasting traveling places, bro, please. Okay. What a great life, man. You traveling the world, amazing. And he was like, yo, I need, you know, suggestions on like he was like, how do I get from the airport to my hotel? He's like, how do I find a hotel? Now, he's like, how do you do this? You know what I mean? And I told him, I was like, bro, I get it. It's different going to a different country, but like, if you don't want to take a tour and you want to like save a couple bucks, like, you know, you guys can plan these things yourself. And I don't know if some people don't want to put in like a little bit of extra effort to look for the places, which totally understand, because when I'm researching something, I'm looking at videos because I have time as well. I'm looking at videos and how to do things and reading probably for like 6, 7, 8 hours a day. Like, just because I'm curious as well. I want to see if there's places in the country that tourists don't go to, how to get there, where to stay there. So I look all those things up pretty much right then and there, like, you know, and I could make a video like just like showing you guys like how I do that. But then again, that's because I'm also a person who likes to have a little control, maybe control my situation of how I'm going to get around and stuff. I don't really like showing up to a place like all willy-nilly. Like, you know, I like to have a little bit of a plan, you know? Like, but there's places I go back to, like, you know, that I have no plan now, like Jamaica, Vietnam, Serbia, like Bosnia, like, because I've been there before too. I know people there now too, you know, so. But yeah, I could make a little video like that, just giving you guys some information, letting you know how I find flights and things like that. But, oh, my personal top 3 tasting traveling places. I would say I don't want to, because I want to bunch these countries up in one if I can. I'll give you, I guess, like 2 regions and then like 1 country, even though all the food has been amazing. But like Balkan food, I really like Balkan food because, bruh, meat and potatoes, like, how can you go wrong with just meat and potatoes? Like, you know, sorry if you're a vegan. What's up, Mom Dukes? Um, Turkey and Georgia, this region called? Drop it down in the comments. I believe this is like the Caucasus region or something like this. Well, Georgia. Those 2 areas, excellent cuisine. Excellent cuisine. Like, the Turkish cuisine is actually fire. Like, it's really good. Like, it's really good. And ooh, I've had some good food everywhere. I'd say Caribbean, like the Caribbean, like even like Belize, like Jamaica, like this, like Trinidad, these like jerk chickens, like these concoctions of different cultures coming together, just like anywhere in the world. Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, the Caucasus, correct. Um, but yeah, Asian food is obviously good too. We can put that in 4th place, just because you said top 3. But it's like I've had really good food everywhere. Now, the place that I did not care for the food, and this is no disrespect. I don't want to disrespect the country, guys. I never like doing that because people in the country treat me really well. But the food, I wasn't like, let me get some mo. Was like the Philippines. Like, Philippines was like, for me, like, to be honest with you guys, I'll tell you something. Even before I started traveling, I had not eaten fast food, like from McDonald's or anything else. I had not eaten fast food for like 9 years. And then when I went to the Philippines, yo, like, again, it was no disrespect. I just was like, damn, yo, like, because I have ulcerative colitis. So, like, I can't really be eating pork like that. And these people eat a lot of pork. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to be eating pork in another country and then my stomach go crazy. So I went to Jollibee. That was my first time having Jollibee. And I was smashing the chicken all week, yo. Um, you should visit Georgia. I recommend everybody visit Georgia. Georgia is an underrated country. And I think if you go to Georgia too, you should rent a vehicle. For me personally, I don't like renting vehicles in other countries because I don't want to be driving liable for nothing. And again, it's an extra cost. But if you're going on vacation for 2 weeks or something, you saved up the money. Rent a car, go around the country. I don't suggest going there in winter time though, because you ain't getting anywhere. Winter time over there is very serious. Very serious. Hi from Sri Lanka. Hello. Hello to Sri Lanka. I went to Georgia in the winter, and like that was when I was crossing the border from Turkey to Georgia. Bro, one of the it was my first time doing a border crossing on foot, which I did cross on foot, and I was just so excited, bro. But I'm like, yo, dog, I'm in the taxi with two guys who I don't know, and they're like, I'm recording the video, right? And they're, whenever I turn off the camera, they're beside me like talking shit, like they're like like mocking me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, like I don't know if these dudes are trying to have an issue with me or what, but it was snowing. We're going through a blizzard. I'm thinking these guys are gonna kick me out the car. Like I'm gonna die up here in these mountains, bro. We're going through the Caucasus Mountains. Bro. It was insane. It was insane. Oh, so I'll get back to the point. And then I crossed the border into Georgia. I tried to get the bus. I took the bus from this town in Georgia to Tbilisi, and bro, like the snow was crazy. The bus driver was maneuvering though, but I don't think I wouldn't drive. How are you? I'm good. My neighbor's grandmother. Okay, cool, Joey. But yeah, I had some. Nice to see you. Thanks. But yeah, I had some. That was cool. There's a couple countries that I wanted to cross. Border by foot, but I just never end up doing so. Dr. Jafar knows your bus driver. Okay. Is this the U.S.? Right here behind me? Yeah, this is the U.S., correct. But yeah, like, that was crazy. So yeah, no winter time. Oh, that's another thing too. If you guys obviously want to go, check the weather. Check the weather. Me personally, I don't mind going anywhere besides like winter time, because I don't like the cold, and I don't really want to be in like 6 feet of snow. Like, I moved away from my old state to get away from the snow. You understand what I mean? So, but I had fun in Georgia snowboarding, as you guys have seen. If you're not following my Instagram, you can follow my Instagram. It's Pojo the Backpacker. Or you can follow my Facebook. I got a Facebook too. It's Backpackin' Joe. Just J-O though, no E. Would you live in America full time? Do you like this country? Yeah, I live in America full time. Well, I guess, yeah, when I'm traveling, I travel, but I live in America full time. And yeah, I will stay in America. More than likely, I'll stay in America. And do you like this country? Like the country of America? Yes, I do. I enjoy it. But yeah, you guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna post the live so it'll stay up here. You know what I mean? Cause some people, I don't know, they're on like different time zones, obviously. Some people are probably maybe working today or something. Where are some places you really enjoyed nightlife? Jamaica. Every country really, besides Guyana, Philippines, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Every other country good to go. But if you want to have like, if you want to have like a crazy tourist time, like a crazy like tourist time, you could go to Budapest, Hungary. That place is insane. It's like a New York City. I had no idea. I had no idea. I was so caught off guard. I'm like, tourists everywhere. Like, you know, you're walking in Manhattan, you see like tourists like in like the park, like do 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 do. Everyone crossing the street, do 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 do. I was like, dude, this is crazy. And I hadn't been in a city like that traveling in a while since like Vietnam. So when I got there, I was like, yo, damn. Yeah, it was nuts. They have good food too. Yeah, are you guys familiar with goulash? I had no idea that goulash can come in like so many different ways. Cause I grew up eating goulash. My mother and father like lived in Germany, you know, at one point. So like I ate goulash a lot growing up. Australia and New Zealand. I would like to visit Australia. I got some Aussies that I talked to. Big up them. And New Zealand, I would like to go to New Zealand. I think New Zealand is me and my brother's dream snowboarding trip. We've been snowboarding for like 20 years, 20 plus years. So, or yeah, about 20 years, 20 plus years. So I'm gonna go to New Zealand one day, but it's gonna be with my brother because that's like our dream. That's like his dream place to go snowboarding, and he always talks about it. So I'm like, all right, we'll go together one day. Hopefully he's still snowboarding by then. But yeah, I heard New Zealand's beautiful. And I seen a lot of videos on YouTube of like New Zealand culture. Like these people over there, they're super interesting. Yo, and they have like, I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know what it's called. But I watch these videos on YouTube of these people in New Zealand, and they're like dancing. It's like this like high school dance competition thing. I don't know the name of it, but it's crazy, yo. It's insane. Have I been to Costa Rica? Nah, I never been to Costa Rica. I haven't been to Costa Rica. I met a guy there from Mexico. Yeah, I met a guy in Mexico from Costa Rica, and he's got like a hotel out there and stuff. He's like, bro, you could stay with me. He's like, I'm right on the beach. He's like, it's the place you want to be, like where everyone goes. So maybe one day. I don't know why, yo. Like my interest. Yeah, haka. Yeah. That dance. I think I'm pretty sure. My interest, like, I'm interested in Brazil, but like I'm like 50-50 interested in Brazil, but then I'm not. But like I'm not like really interested like below the Texas, like below Texas. Like I'm not I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. One day. I think I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That was a stupid excuse as to why. But yeah, I definitely will be visiting more of the Caribbean islands. I like the Caribbean islands. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're all good. When will you be back in Sri Lanka? I'm not sure when I'll be back in Sri Lanka. Definitely this year. Maybe after my next country on my way back home. But I can't make any promises right this moment. I'm still waiting for my passport. So, my passport is currently at an embassy right now, waiting to either get accepted or denied a visa. And I figured I would just use an agency here where I live, because if not, I would have had to have flown to Washington, D.C., like handed in my passport in person, and then like flown back home. And then I think I would have had to go pick it back up. So that would have been like super, too much money. Hi, Pojo. Hope all is well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Looking forward to your next adventure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, this week, I would like to like, I said I was going to do it last week, but then I got bit up. My hands got bit up by a dog, and like, yeah, I couldn't really like move them. And I want to put out like a video to teach you guys like how to travel, like, you know, how to travel, like, or actually how I plan a trip. And then there's this Jamaican restaurant that I seen here the other day. It's going like crazy viral that I think maybe I could like share with you guys, because I got Caribbean followers on here. I got people from all over the world. Everyone want to see a good oxtail mac and cheese or something, you know what I mean? So maybe I go there and make a video. The place look crazy. The place looks so good. So just maybe I bring like a food video just to keep you guys entertained, show you my area. Nothing special. I don't believe so. How is the energy on the ground in the USA right now from your perspective? I'm not sure, man. I don't watch politics. My mind is far removed from the matrix, my friend. Let me just say that. That's the best way I can put it. I wake up in the morning, I go to the gym, I go to the grocery store, I come home, nobody bothers me, I don't bother them. I haven't been called a racial slur, no one's asked me for my address, no one has done anything crazy to me. I'm chilling. Actually, I'm lying. One time, this lady in my apartment complex, she was like walking out of the gym and I was walking in the gym and she like tried to close the door. And I was like, excuse me. And she's like, but do you live here? And I was like, don't do this shit right now. And she's like, well, I just need to know that you live here because I don't know who you are. And at that same moment, the office manager was walking up and I was like, yo, tell her that I live here. And he's like, yeah, what are you doing? He lives here. He's like, he comes here every day. I was like, move. Know your place. Don't ever try that with me. I don't play those games. Where do you feel the most sketch? The most sketch was in Mexico. The police officers tried to extort me in Mexico. I believe they were the police. They had police gear on, masked up with the shiesties on, and they had the rifles. That's why I was telling you guys earlier in the live, like, don't be nervous when you go to some countries and you see military presence or police presence and they have, you know, big guns. Sometimes people from Europe are like nervous about these things. And dude, they came up on the bus. 4 police officers came on the bus. They walked by everybody. They walked by everybody on the bus, came to my seat, and then they pulled me off the bus. They were like, come and grab your bag. And then as soon as I get off the bus, they were like tobacco, alcohol. And remember, I understand Spanish, so I'm listening to them and they're not saying anything bad, but then he's asking me, how much? I'm like, no sé, like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't understand. I'm acting like fucking, you know what I mean? Like a gringo. And he's like, how much you have? And I was like, no, I don't have anything. Meanwhile, I got my iPhone out. I got my AirPods in. I just bought all this silver. I got rings on. I was like, nah, I don't have nothing. And then so the police officer, like all 4 of them had baklavas on. And then one police officer comes up. He doesn't have a big rifle, assuming he's the head guy. He's like, pasaporte. So I give him my passport. He walks over to the truck. And then the police officers were like, caminante, because where I was coming from, a lot of tourists go there and they hike, you know, like, and they camp overnight. And I had like my hiking shoes on. I had, you know, my shirt was all disheveled. So he probably thought I was like, you know what I mean, like a hiker. And I was like, no. I was like, no, Mexico City, like, just no, Mexico City. And he's like, how much you have? And I was like, I don't have shit. I was like, nah, nothing. I had like $80 in my pocket, USD. So then the cop says, hold on, my friend. So they call over the only guy who speaks English. And I hear him tell him, he's like, yo, ask him what his job is. So when the other officer comes over, his broken ass English, he's like, your job. And I'm like, oh, YouTube. I was like, I'm a YouTuber. And I open my bag, I pull out my camera. And I'm like, YouTube. And then I pull out my phone and I show them, and they were like, oh, okay, okay, todo bien, todo bien. And then the cop came back with my passport, give me, and then they go, 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 go. But all that whole time that's happening, the bus driver of the bus is standing right here with the police, like with me and the police. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, they're pressing me for money. My bus driver just sitting here on his phone, like. But see, where it gets tricky is, before I met those police officers, we were at a checkpoint, maybe 4 kilometers up the road, and one police officer came on the bus and went by everybody and then checked my passport. And then he's like, okay, todo bien. And then he gets off the bus. So what does that mean? Only he could have called the officers up there like, yo, there's a foreigner on there, blah, 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 blah. Come on. Sometimes you just got to be smart, think, play dumb. I don't know. But I was like, yo, and that happened one more time on the same bus going from Oaxaca to Mexico City. It happened in this small town called Puebla. And my Mexican homegirl told me that happens to locals too. So like, I guess everyone is just, you know what I'm saying? Everyone is fair game. I wasn't scared because, like, I'll be honest with you. At first, I was like, what is happening? Like, I'm not thinking they're trying to get money. But then when I get back on the bus, I'm like, bruh. So in my mind, I wasn't, like, nervous. But then the second time it happened, I was prepared. And then every time we went through, like, a checkpoint, like a toll booth, I'm like, dude. I'm literally standing behind the bus, like looking in front of the window, like, dog, I hope there's no more police here, bro. Like, I just didn't want to go through that, yeah. I mean, nobody does. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Crazy. And like, only in Serbia one time, like I was walking home in Serbia while walking back to the hotel, and it was probably like 11 at night. I just finished like filming a food video, and the police walked up to me and they were just like, you drugs? And I was like, no. No drugs. I was like, you can check my passport. But I was like mad chill. I'm like, no drugs, you can check my passport. They look at my passport, they go, okay, good. And then I left. And then in Sri Lanka, you're driving the moped and they'll pull over foreigners just to like make sure you have your documents. And the guy pulls me over, and I'm just telling you guys like my experience with the law when I've been traveling. Like I get pulled over and the guy's like, your passport. And I was like, oh, I got a picture of it. And I show him and he's like, oh, okay, good. Okay, you're good. Make sure you're safe. So fairly nice everywhere else. Jamaica misses you. Come in, General. Yeah, I plan to go to Jamaica after potentially my next country or my next two or my next country and state. But Jamaica's on the list for sure. I just I'm going somewhere else first. I'm waiting for my passport. But I think in Mexico, when I told those police officers and showed them my YouTube channel, I think cause like, yo, they know YouTube down there, feel me? They know social media. They're not like oblivious to, you know, this type of stuff. That's just my assumption anyway. But yeah. But I'll be honest with you, like, I met great people in Mexico. But I wouldn't say that it's like, I had a good time. I had a decent time while I was there. But I wouldn't say it's like I got a couple of friends who are like, oh, I'm in love. The best city in the world. And I'm like, I don't know about all that. No disrespect, but it's just like, bro, like, calm down. But Mexico is beautiful. Mexico City is nice, dude. They got nice parks over there. They got nice parks, for sure. Burkina Faso? Yeah. That would be interesting. That'd be interesting. My friend is there right now, actually. African Tigress. She's in Burkina Faso. I met her in Jamaica. We were sitting next to each other editing a video. I don't know if you guys know African Tigress, but you can go check out her video. She was sitting next to me editing a video. She's got like, I think like 400K subscribers. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, nothing, work. I'm like, it looks like you're editing a video. She's like, yeah, I like to make videos. And I'm like, wait, who are you? And she's like, why? Who are you? And I was like, are you African Tiger? She's like, yeah. I was like, yo, that's crazy. She has a good channel. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to hop on and say, what's up? I appreciate you guys for stopping by. What was the first country you felt a big culture shock? India. When I was in India. I think that's, how do you say this? That's, how do you say? Like, I shouldn't have to say much. No disrespect, I met good Indian people, but whoa, this country is crazy, nuts, unorganized. What the is going on everywhere? Insane, pure chaos. Pure chaos. So, and India was like my first country I was like backpacking. You feel me? Was like I had been looking at countries to go to, and I was like, what's a good first timer backpacking experience? And I was looking at India because I was, you know, I'm thinking I could handle a challenge, but I never been solo traveling before. I don't know how it works. Bro, when I got there, I ain't gonna lie, that place tore me up. I was like, yo, what is going on? I should have started with like Thailand like everyone else, or Vietnam. But I'm glad that I went there first try. Maybe you guys will see this squirrel. You see the squirrel right here? Most peaceful. Most peaceful. Asian country, because like these people are like Buddhist. They're very, very nice in most Asian countries. Bosnia and Herzegovina was like super calm, because you know these people like been through like crazy war just a couple years ago, and you know what I mean? They're they're not over it, but they're over it. Like they want to move forward, so they're just trying to relax right now. Beautiful country too, by the way. I didn't like I wasn't a big fan of Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, but I was a fan of Mostar, which I made a video there, and that place was beautiful. I should have traveled more of Bosnia, but I went to Hungary. And going through that border of Hungary, man, let me tell you something. Yo, these people are racist, yo. And like, if you know me in my daily life, I don't pull the race card. I don't do the race thing. I don't play that game. But when I was going through the border of Hungary, oh yeah, bro, these people are racist. The squirrel is still right here too. Afghanistan, no, not on my plan. Would be beautiful, but not on my list. The squirrel is literally sitting right here, like with his hands tucked in like this. Like he wants to chill with me. Reason to not go to Afghanistan? Nah, no major reason. It's not a place I really want to go to right now. No, nothing bad to say. I'm just relaxing how I am. But yeah, a lot of my friends go there and they say it's beautiful. I know you guys see the videos, all in the mountains, you know, swimming in the pools, in the lakes. They look amazing. Food looks good. A lot of goat, I think, a lot of lamb. But yeah. But yeah, I'd like to run Vietnam back. I'd like to run Jamaica back. I'd like to run Serbia back. I'd like to run Sri Lanka back, which is quite a lot of places. But yo, the thing is when will you travel to JA again? I see you like an Asian lady page traveling to Portland, Jamaica. Oh, yo, you saw that? You saw me like her? It looks like she just put out videos like the other day, right? She was eating soursop, and she was eating lobster over in Bull Bay, I think. Yeah, the Chinese girls. Her reel has just been popping up on my thing for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah. At first, I was like, I don't know who you're talking about, bro. Yeah, I plan to come to Jamaica again, potentially after my next country, which could be in like a month or a month and a half. I have to see. So like this summer. But yeah. Yeah, I saw her page. She was like eating a bunch of food. She was stopping at places I never seen before too. I'm like, yo, like the pudding guy. I was like, yo, no one ever told me about this. But yeah. I appreciate you guys joining in. I'm about to cook. We cooking today. I'm gonna make tacos. And that's about it. I think I'm gonna go to the Jamaican food spot later this week, so I can give you guys like a little video there, showing you the rundown of my area, what a day in my life looks like. Which, if you want to see it, let me know. If you don't, that's fine too. I guess I'm still gonna show you. I'm not exciting though. I'm not like an exciting person. So, but I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. It's quite nipply out here. So I hope you guys have a good day. Any last questions before we shut off the live? It's Monday. Hope you guys had a good Monday. I think it's MLK Day today, yeah? That's why everything is like closed. Appreciate you guys for coming in the live too. So I'll catch you guys on the next one, maybe in a couple days, or I'll see you guys in the comments. Thank you for the support. New videos definitely soon. Definitely. I'll see you guys. Ciao.